Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups video for you here, but the first thing I wanted to go through is just a few, overall thanks for you guys out there. It is the holiday season, things like that, and Merry Christmas to you all and Happy New Year. If you don't celebrate the holidays, well, at least hopefully you've had some time off with your family and things like that, and that's something to be thankful for sure. As far as things from my end go, it's been a really great year here on YouTube, and I'm really happy with all the support and stuff like that I've gotten from you guys. Really positive interactions I've had with people in this community, and that's something I'm really thankful for the year. So being a time of reflecting on all those things, I'd just like to thank you guys a lot for all you've done for me and advice you've given me and everything like that, trades you've done with me and so on and so forth. So thank you very much, but I'm going to get on to my pickups here, and a lot of this actually doesn't come around from Christmas. Most of it is Boxing Day stuff, and a lot of it actually came from Goodwill's just immediately on Boxing Day or just a little bit before that. So I'll get everything in here. There's quite a bit of stuff, so this is going to be probably an epically long video, but hopefully you can stick with me to the end. So first thing I wanted to show you here, actually something that came from the Value Village, and I was just using my 30% off card. I didn't know if I was going to get a chance to, and I'm not sure how long they redeem them for, basically, so I had a full card. I decided to use it on, and I think these were the only ones from there. Yeah, so here we go. The first thing is ATV2 Quad Power Racing for the GameCube, and for this I paid 70 cents because it was empty and they wanted to charge me $1 for it. I just wanted it because it's a really good case. It's in good shape, so I'll be able to swap things out, so I figured for 70 cents I'd do that. Same thing with Matt Hoffman Pro BMX 2. Same kind of deal. This one came with the manual. Unfortunately, it has like a GameStop sticker on there, or EB Games. I don't know what they called it back then. I think it was GameStop at that point in Canada, but that's that. And then the other problem is this one here too, which is kind of a bummer because I was looking forward to playing this one, but it has no game or manual in it. But again, 70 cents for that. So not freebies. Value Village is not really known for their freebie kind of approach to things. That's more of a Goodwill sort of thing if you find empty cases. But I thought they were going to throw them in just because I bought a few games. But the first one here, which is going to use a case replacement immediately from one of those other cases, is Godzilla Destroy All Monsters for the GameCube. You can see it's in pretty rough shape. Unfortunately, it is missing its manual, and the disc on it is pretty decent. It's not too bad. It's a little scuffed up and things, but it should play no problem, and I didn't have it in my collection, so pretty excited to check that out. It's going to be kind of neat. And for that there, I'm trying to remember what I paid for it. Probably, well, it said $4, so that would be like $2.80. So pretty cool right there. Moving on, I picked up a copy of SSX on Tour. I picked this up a few times, but I always like to pick it up. Someone's done a little bit of math on this part of it. There is no manual to it. It's just that, but the game's here. And again, it's in like similar shape to the other one. It's kind of scuffed up, but really just something I can test out my resurfacer on. This one here, I gotta do the math a little bit again, but it was $6, so whatever 70% of that is, that's what I paid. Got 30% off of that, so like $4 and some odd cents kind of thing. Moving on, I also picked up Star Wars Rebel Strike Rogue Squadron. This one here I didn't have in my collection. I did have the other one, the second one, but not this one. Unfortunately, this one's missing its manual as well, and they wanted $8 for this, but obviously I got my percentage off, so you know, whatever, I'll do the math on that later. But still something I wanted to pick up, is something that I always wanted to get in my collection, so pretty happy with that right there. Unfortunately, like I said though, missing its manual, which is a bummer. The disc on this one's like the other ones, similar shape, but again, I was really trying to use that 30% off card, so I was just happy to find a few GameCube titles. And then moving on, I also found Star Wars Rogue Leaders Rogue Squadron 2. This one here I already have in my collection, and this one here is also complete, which is really nice. and the disc on this one's actually in better shape than the rest, so it's pretty decent shape as well. It's got one of those GameStop stickers again, so these were used at some point. Again, for this one they wanted $8, which is a really high price for it. Obviously I would not have picked it up at $8, but because I had 30% off, I decided to go on that one. So basically, you know, for those 3 cases and that right there is like $16 or something like that. Not too bad of a deal, not really great. I wish the condition was a little bit better, but that's that. And a lot of that's going to be trade fodder after I clean it up and everything like that. So that's pretty good right there. Moving on, I went into, and this was on, I'm trying to remember here, this is on Boxing Day, I think. I'm just trying to remember all of this, but I actually ran into a few GameCube titles, which was really nice. Let's just see here. Yeah, this was on Boxing Day. I can tell by the receipt here. So pretty cool find actually. First thing I found was Revolt for the N64. Now this is not really an overly valuable game or a sought after title or anything like that, but for my collection it is, because I have a lot of fond memories of this on the PlayStation 1. So pretty cool to get it on the PlayStation, or sorry, on the N64. That's pretty nice right there, and for that I paid $2.02, so definitely worth it all day long. The backing's a little beat up, but I'm sure I can find a replacement backing for that one. Moving on though, there was a bunch of GameCube titles there as well, which is really cool. It's like a sort of theme here though, a lot of these are missing their manuals. So first one's Spyro: A Hero's Tale, and there it is right there. So like I said, missing the manual, but the disc on it's like really good shape, so I'll have to see if the disc itself is an upgrade from mine, and the case is in pretty decent shape as well, so that's pretty nice right there. Oh, for that one there I paid, just trying to remember, like I said, there's just a ton of stuff over quite a few days. $1.50. Yeah, so they charged me $3.03 for each one, and then they halved it, so it was like $1.50 basically for this, so I wasn't going to turn it down. The next one for $1.50 was Crash Nitro Kart. Same affliction though, it's missing its manual. It does have the precautionary booklet, but no manual in there. And the disc is in similar condition to the other one. So $1.50, again, not going to turn down the GameCube title. That's for sure. Kind of interesting that I'm finding a lot of GameCube stuff the last few days here, but that's the way it goes. The next one here is Curious George. I left this behind the other day because I figured it was $5.05, but they charged me $1.50 on Boxing Day, so there we go. And the disc on that one, similar to the other one's a little scuffed, but nothing too bad. Moving on, a game I already have in my collection, but this one again is going to be for trade, is Geist, but I'm not going to turn this down for $1.50. You know, disc is dirty, so I'm gonna have to clean it off. I can't really tell if it's scratched. It's quite dusty and things like that, so I can see a few minor scratches on there, but nothing major. The artwork is a definite upgrade for the one that I have. Mine's really beat up, so that's pretty awesome right there. That's really why I bought it though, is for the artwork, so I could upgrade mine essentially. And then kind of funny that I actually got the case for this one before. There it is right there, there's the case for it. Here's the actual game here, ATV Quad Power Racing 2, and it's totally complete, which is quite nice. Find one in complete condition, and again, minor scratches and things, but nothing major. On that one, again for $1.50, you know, I'm not going to turn that down. It's hard to find games at that price these days. And then the last one is SSX Tricky, which is in pretty decent shape minus all the stickers and stuff on it, so I'll probably just case swap that part of it out. Again, missing its manual. Seems to be par for the course though, with the fines lately, so that's that right there. A decent title for sure to find for the GameCube, so that's pretty fun. Again, $1.50, so pretty cool for that stack right there, just to pay like a few bucks for those games. At the same time, I also found a boxed Wii system. Now, it's not totally complete inside. There's sort of like a mishmash of things in here. I actually have the system for this upstairs right now, so I'll just basically tell you what was in it. First thing that was included with it were a bunch of filler titles, essentially. The first one's Sesame Street Cookies Countdown Carnival, the video game. I don't know anything about this. Some Sesame Street game for the Wii. I'm sure it's not even worth like $1, but still cool nonetheless. Have it thrown in there. This case though is actually cracked, so pretty much useless. Summer Athletics, the Ultimate Challenge. I can't imagine that's worth much of anything as well, but still, it's complete, and I'll just bundle it with a system and I'll sell it. This is actually in mint shape, which is kind of cool. I mean, but for what it is, I'm sure it's not really a valuable title. And the last one, which is nice to always have with a system we play, ping pong, pool, and stuff like that. It has Club Nintendo points, which I haven't redeemed yet, so I don't know. I think there's Club Nintendo points there. Yeah, there is some, so I'll check those out later. But there you go, disc is in pretty good shape. So not too bad. It would have been nice if it came with a few extra titles or something, different titles, but those are the three that came with it. And then there was the system itself, which I'm not going to take out of the box right now, but because I did put another system in here just for the time being. But basically, it came with the remote, and it came with the actual system. I didn't have the stand or anything like that. It has all the paperwork and documents. Sorry about the glare there. Paperwork, documents. Came with a GameCube third-party kind of memory card, but also came with the Animal Crossing memory card, which is pretty awesome. Came with a power supply, but it's third-party. And what else was in there? Like the AV cables and stuff like that. So still pretty cool, and for 25 bucks I got that and those 3 games, so definitely worth it. I actually took the system out of this, and it's missing its GameCube, whatever you call it, the port that goes over top of it, the cover that goes over the ports. So I just basically took that and did like a soft mod on it, just so I could check it out and see if I could do it. So I basically used it as a test subject, and in this box I just kind of threw in a system. But all that for 25 bucks, I thought that was a pretty killer deal. I'll definitely be able to recoup my money on that. Moving along from there, let's see, I'll go through some of today's finds actually and save some of this other stuff for the end. I can tell you this is getting kind of long. This is what I found today actually at the Goodwill. Kind of interesting. I walked in because we were going for lunch. We just got back actually from visiting family and stuff like that, and we were, drove like for a couple hours and said, okay, you know what, like we'll just get lunch instead of making it when we get home. So stopped in a place, and right next door is one of the Goodwills I go to. Wasn't my decision. My wife wanted to go eat the noodles there. So while we're there, of course I'm going to stop in, and this is what I found here. First one's Monster Lab, which everything, it just so happened today, for some reason it's like end of the month sale, so every time I walk into the Goodwill it's like half price day recently for some reason. So this was $2.50. Reason why I got this though is it actually seems like it's quite an interesting title. I don't think it has any value, but still something I wanted to check out. You sort of like build your monster or whatever, and then fight with it, and the disc on it's like absolutely mint, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Like I said, it's not a valuable title, but I'll check it out, and if I don't like it I'll just unload it onto somebody and definitely get my money back on it basically. Moving along, I picked up, and this is going to be for trade because I already have this in my collection, The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning for PlayStation 2. It's totally complete, which is nice. Again, it was $2.50 because it was half price day. It's got some fingerprints and stuff on it, but an excellent find, I would think, for PlayStation 2. So, something I'll be using for trade. Also going to be up for trade, and I probably shouldn't have bought this one. I didn't realize it. I was sort of in a hurry because we were trying to get to lunch and everything, so I didn't really look inside, but it's missing its manual. It's Ultimate Spider-Man for the PS2. And the disc on it is scratched up. I looked at some of the other ones and they were mint, so I just assumed this came from the same person. It was mint. It's not like scratched up beyond repair or anything like that, or it'll probably still play and everything, so it's nothing wrong with that. It's just I probably would have left this behind, but $2.50, figured why not. And then moving on, a surprisingly somewhat valuable title considering what it is, and it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer for the original Xbox. This is an only on Xbox title, which may be the reason why it has some value. I think it's pretty fun to play actually, and the disc on it is like in just superb condition. So that's one of the reasons why I picked it up, and for $2.50, why not? I think so. Pretty fun right there. And then the last one is Crash Mind Over Mutant, which I've never actually seen before this title in the wild, so this is going to be an addition to my collection. Like I said recently in videos, I'm not totally into picking up PS2 titles for my collection necessarily, but This one here I'm going to add in because I'd never even heard of this before. And I don't think it was released on a bunch of different... It might have been released on like Wii or something, possibly. I'm not sure. Haven't really seen it before though, so wanted to check it out. So that one in there was $250 as well. So pretty good little stack there, I think. Let me go back and think through this though, because this might not have been $250. That would have been... No, something's wrong with my math there. They must have charged me less for these. I can't even remember actually, because everything I'm about to show you came out to like 15 bucks. So somehow I paid like $7.50 for these. Basically because I paid $7.50 for what I'm going to show you next, which is an N64 system that I picked up today on half price day, which is really surprising, just popping in there and finding this sitting there. So that's pretty cool. It's actually priced separately, so this was $10 and they wanted $5 for the controller, so $7.50 when you do the math on that. It's in pretty decent shape. It doesn't come with an expansion pack. It does have the jumper pack inside though. Still an easy flip, I think. Comes with a power supply and some weird kind of RF kind of connection. Someone's taken the RF like hookup. They must have been hooking this up to like a really old TV or something, because they decided to, this is the way that it came, hook it up to an old school NES adapter, which is totally garbage because it's been, first of all, it's an RF adapter, which is garbage to begin with, but it's also like frayed right there. So they've hooked this up to that. That's just junk, so I'm not even gonna think of using that. But it comes with the RF out type adapter instead of the standard, you know, like N64 type of AV thing that would go in there. So I'm gonna have to piece that together. That's not a problem though. I've got extras of those, so pretty cool. Controller feels good, sticks tight and everything. So just like a little bit dirty or whatever, I'll clean that up and just flip that and recoup like a bunch of cash basically. Here we go, still moving on. This is some Boxing Day finds. Actually, my wife went out shopping on Boxing Day and I said, hey, if you come across some of the new Skylanders on sale, feel free to pick up some of them for me. So she did. She actually picked me up some of the mini guys. One of the first one here is Bop and Terabyte. And I think she said she paid like $12.99 for these, and they're normally $16.99, which I think is absolutely astronomical for this, but she paid $12.99, so that's pretty cool right there. Definitely little miniature figures. Same thing with this one here, Ninjini and Mini Genie and Spry. So little mini characters. Now these ones here are actually playable, I think, in the game versus what they were before. They just like basically follow you around. Now I think they actually help you out, which is kind of neat. And then Hijinks and I Small. So those two as well. So those are some of the Trap Team things that I got, which is going to come in really handy when I show you the last item that I got. And this was really the best deal, I think, of the entire season here. And I've been looking to get one of these systems and finally got one on Boxing Day. Well, it was actually after Boxing Day, but it was a Boxing Day sale. For those of you that aren't aware, in Canada we have Boxing Day. Boxing Day just basically is like a sale day that's right after Christmas, but now they've not made it Boxing Day anymore. Now they've made it Boxing Week. So during the week you can find different deals and things like that. So I picked up a Wii U Deluxe set. This one here just comes with, it says exclusive offer digital promotion of some kind. I don't really know what that is, but it includes Nintendo Land and it's a 32 gig system. Really awesome deal right there. I got this at a Shoppers Drug Mart, and this is how it worked out basically. Normally these systems in Canada, this one here retails for $299.99 or whatever, so basically $300. And you can often find like this system with a game for $300, like as a pack-in kind of thing. Now that's pretty common or whatever, and so normally I wouldn't jump on this deal because they were asking $250 for this one, but it was at Shoppers Drug Mart, and I mentioned it to my wife, and she said that she had a whole ton of points at Shoppers Drug Mart, hadn't shopped there in quite some time. Actually, she'd been basically hoarding the points for like 3 years, hadn't shopped there in 3 years. They'd just been sitting basically on an account, and she said she had $170 worth of points. So I was waiting for Boxing Day to get a deal on a Wii U, and we found one, and she basically ended up paying like $112 for a Wii U system for me. So that was my Christmas gift from my wife, which we actually got after Christmas, but a really great addition. I really wanted to get into that system. Now I'll be able to play the new Skylanders Trap Team. I got some of these little minifig Skylanders to explore in the game and stuff like that, so really looking forward to that. I also have a number of different Wii U titles. I'll actually show you those right now because I actually had some in my collection without an actual system, so I will sort of grab those and I'll show you. So some of the games that I already had, which this obviously has Nintendo Land in it, also have 007 Legends right there, and then Zombie U, which I really want to check out, so that's pretty cool right there. I got that. This one here I got for like $8 at a Walmart or something. This one here I bought off of somebody, I can't remember, it was like one of those like Facebook kind of groups or whatever. I think I got it for like $10 or whatever, so that was a pretty good deal. And then I got this one off of eBay a while back, and it was New Super Mario U. Can't remember what I paid for that, but basically this would be the usual game that's packed in with the system, so got a pretty good deal on that. And the last one here that I got, and just came in the mail today, so I'm super pumped about it. Got a really good deal on this as far as, you know, being a recently new game and being on sale basically for Boxing Day. So I ordered this online. I got this from, I believe it was Best Buy. I'm pretty sure it was. It might have been Future Shop, something like that. Basically, it's the same thing anyways. And really good deal for Boxing Day. I got Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, which means I can use my amiibos now. That's really nice. For this one here, they wanted $44.99, obviously plus tax, so came out to basically like $50 for this game, which is awesome for that title. I mean, if you were to buy this regularly, it's, you know, $65.99 I think, or even more than that, $64.99. Somewhere in around there, but with tax ends up being like in the 70s kind of thing when you're buying something like this. So to get that for, you know, just about $50 is a pretty good deal right there. So pretty excited to get that. It's going to go great with my system and everything like that. I'm really happy for that kind of pickup. That's everything. I hope you guys had a happy holiday, and Merry Christmas to you all and Happy New Year if I don't see you before then or make another video before that. I doubt I will, but you never know. But thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.